Today, let's review the Gameboy Accelerator for the Gameboy Advance. This mod allows you to speed up or slow down the gameplay of your games. This has many advantages for different games, but for example, for Pokemon you can do things like interact with characters quicker, skip dialogue faster, move around the map quicker, and even hatch eggs faster as you can walk quicker. The way this mod works is by removing the original clock that controls the CPU of the console. We then replace the clock signal with the signal coming from the Gameboy Accelerator. The Gameboy Accelerator has 4 different speed settings. A slow 14 MHz speed, which is about 85% of the regular speed. A normal 16 MHz speed, which is 1-to-1 with the original clock that we removed. A fast 26 MHz speed, which is 1.5 times the regular rate that the Game Boy plays. And finally an Ultra 29 MHz 1.75 times. This provides many benefits to your games. However, there are some downsides as well. It depends what screen you're using how well the Game Boy Accelerator will work with your console. For example, if you're using an OEM screen, then you'll have no issues at all. All of the different speed settings will work. That also applies to the Funny Playing V2 kits, as well as the High-Speed IDO laminated V5 kits. They will all function with all the different speed settings. With the High-Speed IDO unlaminated V5, the refresh rate is a little bit too slow, however the screen does function in all the speed modes. It just may glitch some in the highest speeds. The V2 one-chip versions of the high-speed IDO kits only work with the fast 26 MHz option. The same goes for the touch sensor version. The Funny Playing ITA, TFT, Laminated 3.0, and Laminated ITA and TFT kits all do not function going faster than 16 MHz, which is the normal speed, meaning you can't really use the Game Boy Accelerator on these kits. As far as installing the GBA Accelerator goes, we need to first remove the clock from the console. We recommend hot air to do this. It should simply lift away once the board is warm enough. From there, we can go ahead and place our GBA Accelerator underneath the RAM. This leaves us with a total of 7 wires that we need to solder. Starting on the right side of the GBA Accelerator chip, on the top we have the LED. This gets soldered to the LED wire and allows the GBA Accelerator to flash the console's LED to represent what speed it's running at. Below the LED pad we have our 3 button pads: left trigger, right trigger, and start. These will get soldered to the typical places where you would solder a normal IPS kit's buttons: TP9, TP8, and test point 3. From there, we have our clock signal, which will get soldered to CK1 or clock 1, and this will replace the original clock that we removed. Finally, all that's left is our ground and our power. They'll both get soldered to the cartridge slot. Now that we have the GBA Accelerator installed, we should be able to go ahead and start playing games. However, there is one more caveat to this mod. It won't work with flash carts like the Easy Flash. That's because they rely on the original console's clock signal to run the cartridge itself. And when you modify that signal, it begins to make the cartridges act weird. So we only recommend using this mod on official games. You use your LED to indicate what mode you're in. If you enter slow mode, you'll notice that the LED does a fading animation, where every few seconds it'll just fade light to dark. In normal mode, it'll have a solid LED with no color changing at all. Fast mode, you'll see it blink 1 time every few seconds. In ultra fast mode, you'll see it blink twice every few seconds. Hopefully that helps you with understanding how the GB Accelerator works. You now know its limitations as well as its benefits. If you have any questions, please join our Discord link below. Check out our wiki for more content like this, and always, thank you for watching.